Good morning, everyone. I'm Jerry Detweiler with NAV.
And I'm Ty Kiesel with NAV. And today we're going to talk about SBDCs. If you're not familiar with the Small Business Development Centers, they are probably the most comprehensive business assistant network in the United States. They're funded in part through Congress, and they're usually sponsored at local universities, colleges, those kinds of places. Here where I live, the local community college is an SBDC sponsor. There are about 1,000 local centers all over the country. I am a huge fan of SBDCs, and the reason I am is because they offer free face-to-face business consulting for businesses of every age. It doesn't matter if you've been in business for 20 or 30 years and you want to try something new, or if you're a brand new business. My dad, for instance, about 20 years ago, had been in business for 20 years, and the local SBDC helped him computerize his business. He wasn't running a computer at the time. So these folks are a great resource. They help businesses all over the country, and we just can't say enough about them. We love the SBDCs here at NAV.
Yeah, and today is SBDC Day, so that's why we're celebrating SBDCs and what they do, but also telling you about this because this is so important for your business. I just wish more business owners knew about this resource and took advantage of it. As Ty mentioned, they are funded in part through our taxpayer dollars, so take advantage of this. They're there to help, and we go to their conference, their annual conference every year, and they invest a lot of time in professional development and learning about tools and resources that can help your business be successful. So in terms of who can get help, Ty touched upon the fact that it can be businesses of any, stage, whether it's just a brand new startup or in the dream stage or, more established business. But they also have programs designed to help businesses of all different types. So whether you're in a rural community, whether you are in an underserved demographic that traditionally has trouble accessing funding or growing their business, women-owned business, veteran-owned businesses, young entrepreneurs, and it's free. I mean, they may have some at-cost training, which will be very inexpensive, but really the bulk of what they do is free, and they're extremely resourceful and helpful to your business.
One of the things that I really like about the SBDC is their willingness to work with startups. Startups have it's a pretty daunting task to start a business and get everything ready. And if you're thinking about starting a business, or if you're in the early stages of your business, they can help you create a business plan, do market research. They can also offer marketing advice. We've been partnered with the SBDC for a few years on helping you finance your business. And those are all things that it doesn't just come intuitively to do, and they've got the experience and the people that can actually help make it happen for you. So if you're a brand new business, visit the local SBDC in your area, and I think you'll be very happy with the level of expertise and help they can provide.
Yeah, and they can also help you in terms of growing your business. Let's say you want to get into exporting, you want to expand into new markets, which it could be very smart for a lot of businesses. They have expertise and resources to help you with that. There are even some grants available through the SBA for businesses that want to get into exporting. So check that out from them as well. They also can help with technical development. So you have a business that might like Ty's dad wanted to get into computerize his business, but even more so now, there are SBDCs that specialize in technical development and may be able to help you with things like some of the grants that are available to businesses exploring technology components. And so this is another area that can be extremely helpful and sometimes very sophisticated businesses. So I don't want to limit it just to startups, even though they can help you with that. I've talked to businesses with 100 employees who have benefited from Another area they can help you with is disaster loans. So, if you are a business impacted by a physical disaster, fire, tornado, hurricane, whatever it may be, they can help. And they've also been helping a lot with COVID-19, including with online and virtual consulting. Now, some businesses still want to meet face to face, but many of them are able to connect now virtually with their SBDC because of COVID. And that gives a lot more flexibility, especially if perhaps the SBDC is not physically close to your location. You don't want to set up an appointment, drive in. You could do it online.
I don't think there's any question that that navigating the SBA process for whether it's a disaster loan or an SBD or an SBA loan can be a challenge. And these folks know how to do it. So if you need help in that regard, which, it would surprise me if you didn't with the year we've been through, visit your SBDC.
Yeah, so we're going to share a couple of links. One will be to an SBDC locator, so you can find your local SBDC and connect with them. If you have trouble finding the link, if you put in Find My Small Business Development Center or Find My SBDC, you will be able to come up with that. Today is SBDC Day, so you can also follow hashtag SBDC Day, and you'll see lots of discussions there about how SBDCs are helping. We'll also put up a link to an article about disaster loans if any of you are dealing with a physical disaster of any type or the COVID crisis. Many businesses are still struggling with that. We've got some resources there for you, and then some impact of the small business development centers and how they can help you. So we hope you found this helpful, and we really want you to take advantage of this resource. So if you're not doing so right now, and if you know someone who wants to start a small business and they maybe need some guidance, need some help, this is a great place to go, as well as for established businesses to grow. So take advantage of it, and happy SBDC Day.
Thanks a lot.